Devotees, my humble obeisances to you all. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you all for joining. Today we are continuing our Srimad Bhagavatam study of first canto, 19th chapter, verse number 33. And we are very happy to have Her Grace Sridevi Mataji to give class for all of us. Maharaj is not available today. Hare Krishna Mataji, my humble obeisances to you. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much, Mataji, for your time and association. You can please take over, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Srimati, please accept my most humble obeisances, and I offer the same to all the assembled Vaishnavas online. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya cha patita nam bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Jai Srila Prabhupada, Jai Guru Maharaj. And we will allow Srimati to rest her voice because she is still sick. And so mostly I'll do the hosting and also the question answer session. Would you like me to screen share also, Srimati?
No, I'll do that, Mataji.
You can. Okay. So let's go to the verse in question. Meanwhile, I will begin with Mangalacharan prayers and humbly request the mercy and the blessings of the Vaishnavas. Again, by offering my obeisances and requesting you to please shower your merciful blessings on me so that I will be able to do justice to this service and please the Vaishnavas, please Gurudev, please Srila Prabhupada, and please the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna by my humble efforts. So we are on 1/1933 and we will start, as we said, with the prayers. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Jaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jaya Mudirayet. Nashtaprayeshva Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. So here, Maharaj Parikshit is humbly offering his most respectful obeisances and with very sweet words, he is showing utmost respect to Shukadev Goswami. And we will see here, this is a Shastric injunction. To offer respects to the saintly persons is for our benefit. We will see that. So this verse goes like this. Yesham samsmaranat pumsam sadhya shuddhyanti vaigrihaha kim punar darshana sparsha pada sauchasanadibihi. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Simply by our remembering you, our houses become instantly sanctified. And what to speak of seeing you, touching you, washing your holy feet, and offering you a seat in our home. Purport. The importance of holy places of pilgrimage is due to the presence of great sages and saints. It is said that sinful persons go to the holy places and leave their sins there to accumulate. But the presence of the great saints disinfects the accumulated sins, and thus the holy places continue to remain sanctified by the grace of the devotees and the saints present there. If such saints appear in the homes of worldly people, certainly the accumulated sins of such worldly enjoyers become neutralized. Therefore, the holy saints actually have no self-interest with the householders. The only aim of such saints is to sanctify the houses of the householders, and the householders, therefore, should feel grateful when such saints and sages appear at their doors. A householder who dishonors such holy orders is a great offender. It is enjoined, therefore, that a householder who does not bow down before a saint at once must undergo fasting for the day in order to neutralize the great offense. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsya Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye नमः ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण प्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते चंद्रमौली स्वामी निधि नामिने नमः ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण प्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी निधि नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So here Parikshit Maharaj is glorifying Shukadev Goswami. He says, simply by remembering you, our home becomes sanctified. And what to speak of the physical presence? That means what to speak of seeing you, touching you, washing your holy feet, and offering you a seat in our home. And we see that this is the etiquette that is being followed by all of us here in ISKCON. When the great saintly spiritual masters come, what do? Immediately, of course, they are greeted with kirtan. As they are coming, we shower flower petals, rose petals at their lotus feet. We offer them a beautiful garland. We welcome them into the home. We offer them a very clean, very nice sitting place. And then we offer a foot bath. Why we offer this foot bath? Because that Charanamrit is purifying to us. The lotus feet of the pure devotee of the Lord is the mercy of the lotus feet of the pure devotee of the Lord is what we are hankering after. So we take that Charanamritam on our head. It is said that when Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati gave that very powerful class where he spoke that Vaishnava is greater than even a Brahmana, the crowds went wild with ecstasy. They all came rushing forward to grab his lotus feet and take the foot dust. And the police had to keep the crowds at bay. And what they did, they got a big, huge container and they just put his feet in that water in which there was water, and then they sprayed that water on the crowds to pacify them. And they whisked him away to safety because the crowds became so, enchanted with what he had spoken that they just wanted to grab the lotus feet of the pure devotee. This is how ecstatic they became. So we take that Charanamrita and we sanctify all the family members by putting that water on our head and the members who are around us, devotees, and so on. This is how a great saintly person is honored. Why? Because they are representing the Supreme Lord himself. The mercy manifestation of the Supreme Lord comes in the form of the pure devotee spiritual master, these great saintly personalities. Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Shastra Koy, Lava Matra Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Siddhi Hoy. All perfection can be attained by 1/11th of a second of the association of a pure devotee. This is how powerful the saintly persons are. The saintly persons are not interested in coming to your home and eating nice foodstuffs or enjoying all the opulence that you have, or in any way, shape, or form getting enamored by material situations, because they are no longer interested in those things anymore. Their only purpose is to fulfill the mission of the Lord, which is to sanctify the hearts of those they come in touch with by bringing them closer to Krishna. This is the grace of the pure devotee spiritual master. And by their presence, the whole atmosphere becomes sanctified. So Srila Prabhupada, wherever he went, it was Vrindavan. Lord Chaitanya, wherever he went, Advaitacharya would say, my Lord, wherever you are, that is Vrindavan. So similarly, the great saintly spiritual masters, wherever they go, they simply sanctify and make even a polluted, contaminated place a pure place, a place of pilgrimage. So, millions and millions and millions of people throng these holy places. They go to Haridwar, they go to Rameshwaram, they go to Rishikesh, they go to Dwarka, they go to Badrinath, they come to Mayapur, they come to Vrindavan, Jagannath Puri, and they deposit all their sins there. Yet how these holy places continue to have the potency to purify everyone? It is because of the presence of the pure devotees, the great saints, the great sadhus, who continue to remain there and purify the place, even though everyone deposits their sins there. And I remember Guru Maharaj saying that in New Vrindavan on Monday morning, they could visibly feel the difference after the Sunday crowd had gone. Everything was down, everything was, dark and dank and gloomy. Why? Because the crowds had come on Sunday and they had deposited all their sinful activities, their reactions. And so Monday was always difficult. So this is actually what happens in our temples also. Those who live, in the temple or very close to the temple, they experience this. That when there's a big festival and all kinds of people come, after it's all over, everybody is limp. They are just so drained. Of course, also because they have worked very hard for the festival. But this is the secondary reason that so many people come and they deposit their sinful reactions over there. And therefore, the presence of saintly persons is required just so that we can go on. Otherwise, what would happen to us? Wherever we are associated with the temple, we go for the programs, and then it would be very difficult. So these great saintly personalities bestow their mercy on all the fallen souls by wherever they go, giving the mercy, sanctifying the place, sanctifying the hearts, and giving pure knowledge of the Supreme Personality of Godhead to everyone. So, when we see the saintly persons, what should the householders do? The householder should consider that the Lord himself has come. We'll look at one of the summaries of the Srimad Bhagavatam, which is Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, The Science of God. And I would like to read just briefly the summary of chapter 14, which is called Ideal Family Life. Here it is explained how the householder should conduct himself in such a way that he progresses nicely in Krishna consciousness by honoring the spiritual master.
Shall I bring up that verse, Mataji?
Yes.
Which
just
one?
go to chapter 14, just not the verse, just chapter 14, because that's where the summary is at the start. It's called Ideal Family Life. Yes, perfect. So this chapter describes what? The occupational duties of the householder according to time, country, and performer. When Yudhishthir Maharaj became very much inquisitive, then what did Narad Muni do? He advised him, your first duty is to be fully dependent on Vasudev Krishna and try to satisfy him in all respects by executing one's prescribed devotional service. This devotional service will depend on the instruction of authorities and association of devotees who are actually engaged in devotional service. The beginning of devotional service is Shravanam. One must hear from the mouths of realized souls. In this way, the Grihastha's attraction to wife, children, etc. will be reduced. And in the case of ladies, husband, children, etc. will be reduced. As for maintenance, while earning what he requires, he must be very conscientious and must not undergo extraordinary endeavors simply to accumulate money and unnecessarily increase material comforts. Though he should be very active in earning his livelihood, internally he should be situated as a fully self-realized person without attachment for material gain. His dealing with family members should be performed simply for their purpose. One should not extravagantly be engaged in this way. Instructions from family members and society should be accepted superficially because we know what they say. Don't get so involved with temple. No need to get overly concerned about all ISKCON's rules, regulations. Be normal. Huh? That's what you hear, right? Can't you be normal? Just do a little bit and God will be happy. God is everywhere. Why you want to run so much to temple? What is the big point? No, we should say yes, 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 yes. Very nice, very nice. And we should carry out the instructions of our Gurudev according to what instructions he has given. Huh? So, according to, but in essence, Grihastha should be engaged in occupational duties as advised by the spiritual master and Shastra. Specifically, a Grihastha should engage in agricultural activities to earn money. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, Krishi Goraksha Vanijyam, agriculture, cow protection, and trade are the special duties of Grihasthas. If by chance or the grace of the Lord more money comes, it should be properly engaged for the Krishna consciousness movement. One should not be eager to earn more money simply for sensual pleasure. A Grihastha should always remember that one who is endeavoring to accumulate more than necessary is to be considered a thief and is punishable by the laws of nature. And then it goes on to say how he should be affectionate towards all creatures, treat even lower beings very nicely, distribute prasadam. He should have home programs. And for this, I will go to another. Yes, I would like to go to 3:21:31. In that purport, there's a very nice explanation, concisely given, because this is a little long. So can we please go to Srimad Bhagavatam 3:21:31? And the line that I want to start with is to award fearlessness. 3:21:31. Yeah, it is the last but one paragraph. From down, it is the second one. To award fearlessness to the common man. You see that? The last but one. Yes. Is the greatest act of charity. A sannyasi or one who is in a renounced order should wander from door to door, village to village, town to town, country to country, all over the world as far as he is able to travel and enlighten the householders about Krishna consciousness. A person who is a householder but initiated by a sannyasi has the duty to spread Krishna consciousness at home as far as possible. He should call friends and neighbors and hold classes in Krishna consciousness. Holding a class means chanting the holy name of Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And speaking from Bhagavad Gita or Srimad Bhagavatam, there are immense literatures for spreading Krishna consciousness, and it is the duty of each and every householder to learn about Krishna from his sannyasi spiritual master. There is division of labor in the Lord's service. The householder's duty is to earn money because a sannyasi is not supposed to earn money, but is completely dependent on the householder. He should earn money by business or by profession. Spend at least 50% to spread Krishna consciousness, 25% for family, 25% for emergencies. And this example of Rupa Goswami should be followed by everyone. So here there's a very clear delineation of what are the duties. Yeah, let's go back to the main purport, my dear Srimati. The verse that we are talking about, where the householder is benefited
Mataji,
by...
sorry, I didn't hear you.
Yeah, can we go back to 1:19:33?
Yeah,
Please?
yes, Mataji.
Yeah. So the holy people, they go from one house to another, not because they want something, but they want to give something. Prabhupada said when he was asked, why have you come here? We have all churches, this, that, we have everything. Prabhupada said, I have not come here to beg anything from you. I have come to give you something, give you Krishna consciousness. And they said, we have Christian churches, we have all these different denominations, and believe me, there are so many denominations in America. You will be surprised how many denominations of Christianity are there. So Prabhupada said, I have come to teach you that which you have forgotten, how to love Krishna. So this is what the saintly persons do. They go from household to household to wake us up, to bring us back into the path of Krishna consciousness, because householder is the only one who has to deal with money. He is heavily involved in the material world. The vanaprasthas, the sannyasis, the brahmacharis, they do not deal with money because they do not earn money. But the householder is directly involved with Lakshmi Devi. And so it is very easy to forget Krishna. And it's very easy to run after Lakshmi and forget Narayan. So therefore, the saintly persons come, knock, knock, knock. Remember Narayan. Don't run simply after Lakshmi. Worship Lakshmi Narayan. Worship Radha Krishna. Worship Lord Chaitanya. Worship the Panchatattva. Worship Prahlad Nrsimhadev. And make your life successful. So sometimes we see, especially in the Western world, people have big, big gates and big, big compound walls, and we say, beware of dogs, trespassers will be prosecuted, do not enter, dangerous dogs around. And Prabhupada said, see how it is over here. Nobody can enter such a householder's home, even to give knowledge, because they have put up such big compound walls, such big gates, and they don't want anybody to come. Therefore, they have kept all these dangerous dogs to bark at anybody who comes. And he said, a poor man, on the other hand, it is very easy to enter his home because he is humble, he is meek. And therefore, it is very easy for him to receive spiritual knowledge. Of course, this is not true of our Hare Krishna devotees. We have very, very opulent, very wealthy devotees who have completely given their lives to Prabhupada, like our Amrish Ford and Elizabeth Reuter. So many of them, they have completely given their, George Harrison, all of them were extremely wealthy, extremely opulent, but they were completely absorbed in service to Srila Prabhupada. So there is no bar. Nobody is saying you should not become rich. Nobody is saying you should not have material opulence. Only thing, we should not allow that to distract us, or we should not allow that to make us proud or make us feel that we are the doer, because whatever opulence is coming by the grace of the Lord, and it is meant to be used in Krishna's service. And actually, sincere devotees, even when material opulence comes, they do not get affected. They simply accept it as the mercy of the Lord, and they continue that service, and they continue to use whatever facilities, resources, money, position, power, influence, whatever they have in Krishna's service. However, if a householder forgets who is the person who is giving him all this and dishonors a saintly person, then he has a very heavy price to pay. Just as Indra, he became puffed up by material opulence. You remember the pastime where he offends his spiritual master Brihaspati? So Indra, he was enjoying great material opulence, and he was sitting on his throne enjoying worship. All the demigods, all the beautiful apsaras, they were singing, dancing, music. And so he became very puffed up. I'm such a great personality. Look how everybody is offering worship to me. Everybody is bowing down before me. Everybody is singing and dancing for my pleasure. So when Brihaspati came, he did not get up and offer respects. And what happened? Brihaspati immediately noticed that. He did not say anything. He just turned around and left. He did not even curse Indra. If we had cursed Indra, then the punishment would have been lighter. But he did not even curse Indra. So the offense became very heavy. And Indra had to suffer tremendously after that. The demons became very powerful because Bali Maharaj was respecting his spiritual master Shukracharya. And the demons became extremely powerful, and the demigods had to flee for their lives, completely abandoning everything. And Bali Maharaj took over. Of course, later on we see that it was restored, but we are just trying to explain to you how important it is to never, ever lose sight of the fact that the spiritual master may look like a mendicant, but he is actually the dearmost servitor of the Lord. Yasya prasadat Bhagavad prasado yasya prasadan na gati kutopi jayan stuvam tasya yashastri sandam Vande Guru Shri Charanaravindam. We sing every morning, isn't it? In Good Vashtakam prayers, we glorify the spiritual master at Mangalarati. And then again, Guru Vandanam prayers. What do we sing? What is that first line? Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Sadma Pando Mui Savadhana Mate Pando Mui Savadhana Mate. What does that mean? The lotus feet of the spiritual master are the abode of pure devotional service. I bow down to those lotus feet with great care and attention. My dear brothers, my dear mind, it is by the grace of the spiritual master that we can cross this material existence and attain the mercy of Krishna. So, this is the power of the pure devotee. He can deliver us from these material meshes, from this entanglement of the material energy, purify us and give us Krishna, the greatest gift, the matchless gift that Prabhupada is giving us, and Prabhupada's pure devotees, our spiritual masters, are giving us. So we honor the lotus feet of Guru and we beg for his mercy. We make the words emanating from his lotus mouth our life and soul. Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitete Koriya Aikya Arana Kori Humane Asha. Do not desire anything else. Make the words emanating from the lotus mouth of our spiritual master one with your heart and do not desire anything else. Attachment to his lotus feet is the best means of spiritual advancement. His mercy fulfills all desires for spiritual perfection. So we need this mercy, we need this grace, because we are not going to be able to make it to the spiritual world without this special mercy of Gurudev. Just like in school, when we are, struggling in some subject, we are working very hard, but we are just getting failing marks, But we are trying very hard. So then in the final exam, the teacher says, yes, I see that you have been trying very, very hard and you're failing by just 2-3 marks. So I will give you grace marks. These are called grace marks. That means you're earning that grace by your sincere endeavor, though you're not qualified to pass. Similarly, the spiritual master, seeing the sincere endeavor, because we are so fallen, we are so sinful, we are so degraded, we are so unqualified, we are just not capable of purifying ourselves on our own, even by our own efforts. We need the special mercy of Gurudev. Srila Prabhupada said, you hold on to my lotus feet and I will take you back to Godhead because I have the key to the back door. So, the spiritual master's mercy is what is going to help us get through. Without the spiritual master's mercy, we cannot make it back to Godhead. And therefore, anyone who dishonors such saintly people, he's a great offender. It's like taking a big stone and throwing it on your own foot and then crying that, oh, I cannot walk. But who threw the stone? So we must be extremely careful, very, very diligent, and filled with awe and reverence when saintly people come and honor them, because by their mercy, we can make it back home, back to God. So thank you very much for listening so patiently. I hope that this has helped you. And we will open up for questions, comments, realizations, corrections, additions, and hopefully enliven one another by churning the nectar. Hare Krishna. So we will not allow poor Srimati to talk because she is still sick, and we will try to keep the question answer session going between ourselves. And if anybody has any questions or comments, we see Veronica Mataji. Veronica, please accept my most humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Gurudev. I am very grateful for your daily presence. You're very attentive. You come every day for the class. And most of all, you remind us by saying, I am so grateful to be here. I love it when you say that because it reminds us how grateful we should be, because we tend to take things for granted. We tend to say, Guru Maharaj is there every day, he's giving mercy. It's just one more. But you are reminding us how grateful we should be. So I'm very grateful to you for that. Thank you.
Thank
So
you, Mataji. Thank you, Srimati Devi. Thank you, all of you. It's a blessing for me to feel this. I don't know what to say. Sometimes it's great to have you all here. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much for your association. Thank you for inspiring us with your wonderful attitude of service and gratitude to the Vaishnava. We are so grateful for your presence. Shashidhar, Hare Krishna Shashidhar, you raised your hand and then suddenly you lowered it. What happened?
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisance. Sorry, I just joined the call. So as soon as I joined, my hand got raised.
Okay. Welcome very much, Shashidhar. We are very happy to have you. You have wonderful realizations you can share with us. We have Rasa Vilasini Radha Mataji raising her hand. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Prabhupada. All glories to Guru Maharaj. All right, shoot.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. Mataji, it is good to feel separation from Guru Maharaj.
Oh, it is very good to feel separation from Guru Maharaj. Oh, why do you have any doubts about that?
Yes, Mataji, because sometimes we think like it's a material thing or maybe something. So just asking these questions.
Yeah, it's a very good question because Malati Mataji expressed this, to Srila Prabhupada. At one time, she said, Oh, Srila Prabhupada, I'm feeling so much separation from you. And Prabhupada acknowledged that. He said, Yes, it is understandable because there's a very deep connection between the spiritual master and the disciple. And he said, You can keep my photo. I'm in my photo. And you chant, and I will chant. And together, when we chant, we are packed up together. So Prabhupada was very compassionate and understanding. At the same time, he gave her instructions how to feel close to the spiritual master, because it's very wonderful to remember the lotus feet of Gurudev, his pastimes, his laugh, his smile, his joking, his dancing, his wonderful camaraderie with everyone, and how enlivening his classes are, how serious he can be when he's correcting us. All these things we can remember and feel very enlivened by the remembrance.
Yes, thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Nice question. We also have several other devotees. Feel free to. Yes, Veronica, please go ahead.
I remember when when Gurudev said, he said my name. So I took a little video, and when I feel the separation, I put that video when he says my name.
Haribol.
So I start crying.
Haribol. Yes, yes, there's a very deep connection between the guru and disciple. It's a very deep, loving connection. And this is what keeps us going, remembering Gurudev, his mercy, his voice, and him saying your name. You must be in ecstasy every time you hear that. Haribol. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. So we also have Manisha, we have Amrita Nam, we have Connor and Amanda, we have Scarlett Blom, we have Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shashidhar, Rasa Vilasini, Veronica, Srimati. So please feel free to jump in and ask questions or share your realizations and enliven everyone.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
Haribol, Amrita Nam, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Prabhupada, all glories to our Gurudev.
To you, Mataji. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Guru Maharaj, and all glories to the wonderful devotees. These days, so many new devotees. I'm so happy. I just wanted to share my experience when Guru Maharaj came to my house, and I was totally new at that time. And Guru Maharaj, he himself just told me that, okay, when I'll come to India, I'll come to your house. And I was like, boom, all blank. I didn't know what to do. And I have no idea how to welcome a sadhu at my place. It was as if, I mean, a totally undeserving person had got some like super elevating mercy. So I was really blank at that time, but somehow with the help of my mentor and all, I managed. But it was seriously a very very different experience, I can say, because it happened that this happened when I asked shelter from Guru Maharaj. But before that, when I think before 1 year, I wasn't even noticed by Guru Maharaj at that time when I was over the daily calls during the COVID time. And Guru Maharaj was talking to somebody. I don't even remember who was it, but he was talking in such a caring way to that person, and as sharing very close intimate times. And I had a thought or a desire at that time, oh, it would be so wonderful if I could render such a service to such a sadhu, or to Guru Maharaj only, because I was very much attracted to him only as a guru. So, and when Guru Maharaj told me, it was like blank, as if Guru Maharaj is hearing me or what. I was at very initial stage when Guru Maharaj gave me this mercy, so I cannot forget that experience. And Srimad Bhagavatam, this purpose really came to me at a very later stage, and I still feel that I could have done a lot more when Guru Maharaj came to my place, but that was purely Guru Maharaj's mercy, and I really needed that at that point of my life. I really needed that. So yeah, this was a very close experience of my life with Guru Maharaj. So well, I don't think Guru Maharaj also knows about it, but yeah, these are the small things that make up a dedicated devotee. Yeah, which inspire us to become dedicated devotee. Yeah. So I just wanted to share that. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you. That was beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing. And yes, this shows the magnanimity of great souls. They don't see, oh, this one is advanced, this one is new, this one. Just giving the mercy, just giving the mercy. That's just amazing mercy for you, Amrita. And you needed it. So Krishna, Gurudev just knew that and came to your home. And that effect is still continuing till today. It has made a whole big difference to every person in that home.
Oh yes. I can say like, after Guru Maharaj came, there are so many differences in my house. So many, maybe gradual, but there are a lot of differences.
Yes, so many
They're not
blessings. Once the pure devotee spiritual master comes into our lives, everything gets purified. Everything. Everything changes for the better. This is the power and potency. And we are so fortunate. We are so lucky. We are blessed beyond our deserving it, our imagination. Guru Maharaj is so wonderful. We are very blessed. So many people, they do not have any access to their Gurudev because there are like 30,000, 40,000, I don't know, 10,000, etc. And we are so lucky. We are so blessed that Gurudev is so accessible. He's so merciful. He's so kind, so compassionate. I cannot explain how we have got this mercy. We are just very fortunate.
Yes, totally. I can understand because, I meet a lot of Japataka Swami Maharaj's disciple, Radhanath Swami's disciple, and they always keep telling me this thing. Oh, you are so fortunate to have daily classes with your Guru Maharaj. This is like a fortune for a disciple. So yeah, I can totally relate that. Thank you.
Right. Another person was telling me, wow, you have disciples meetings. I never even knew that Guru Maharajas do disciples meetings. I said, I don't know about other Guru Maharajas, but my Guru Maharaj every 6 months regularly does disciples meetings and we all get together. So that person was so impressed. He said, my goodness, we have never had a disciples meeting. I don't even know who all my godbrothers and godsisters are. I think I should suggest my Guru. Of course, his Gurudev is a GBC and has many heavy responsibilities and all that. And, he was saying we should all have a disciples meeting. I said, we all regularly have disciples meetings and we get to see our Gurudev, spend time with him. We are so lucky. So he was really amazed that Gurudev is so merciful to us.
Thank you, Guru Maharaj. Thank you, Sridevi Mataji. This verse is really telling us the importance of the sadhu at our house. So yeah, thank you.
You know, Amrita, what you have said has sparked me to remember one very beautiful verse where Yudhishthir Maharaj says the same thing to Vidur. It is Canto 1, chapter 13, verse number 10. Srimati, do you think we can just bring that up? Canto 1, chapter 13, verse number 10. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful because Yudhishthir Maharaj is glorifying Vidur, saying, wherever you go, you turn that place into a place of pilgrimage because you carry the Lord in your heart. And this is a pure description of our Gurudev also. So I feel inspired to share this. Yeah, just stop there. Stop. Let's read the translation. Sanskrit also. It's very beautiful verse. Can you go up a little bit, please? Yeah. भवद्विदा भागवतास्तीर्थभूता स्वयं विभो तीर्थी कुर्वन्ति तीर्थानि स्वान्तास्तेना गदाभृता. Translation. My Lord, devotees like your good self are verily holy places personified. Because you carry the personality of Godhead within your heart, you turn all places into places of pilgrimage. Just see. The personality, would anyone Veronica, would you like to read, or Amrita Naam, somebody can read? Veronica? Okay, please read.
The personality of Godhead is omnipresent by his diverse potencies everywhere, just as the power of electricity is distributed everywhere within space. Similarly, the Lord's omnipresence is perceived and manifested by his unalloyed devotees like Vidura, just as electricity is manifested in an electric bulb. A pure devotee like Vidura always feels the presence of the Lord everywhere. He sees everything in the potency of the Lord and the Lord in everything. The holy places the holy places all over the earth are meant for purifying the polluted consciousness of the human being by an atmosphere surcharged with the presence of the Lord's unalloyed devotees. If anyone visits a holy place, he must search out the pure devotees residing in such holy places, take lessons from them, try to apply such instructions in practical life, and thus gradually prepare oneself for the ultimate salvation, going back to Godhead. To go to some holy place of pilgrimage does not mean only to take a bath in the Ganges or Yamuna, or to visit the temples situated in those places. One should also find representatives of Vidura who have no desire in life save and except to serve the personality of Godhead. The personality of Godhead is always with such pure devotees because of their unalloyed service, which is without any tinge of fruitive action or
Utopian speculation.
Utopian speculation, sorry. They are in the actual service of the Lord, specifically by the process of hearing and chanting. The pure devotees hear from the authorities and chant, sing, and write of the glories of the Lord. Mahamuni Vyasadeva heard from Narada, and then he chanted in writing. Sukadev Goswami studied from his father, and he described it to Parikshit. That is the way of Srimad Bhagavatam. So, by their actions, the pure devotees of the Lord can render any place into a place of pilgrimage, and the holy places are worth the name only on their account. Such pure devotees are able to rectify the polluted atmosphere of any place, and what to speak of a holy place rendered unholy by the questionable actions of interested persons who try to adopt a professional life at the cost of the reputation of a holy place.
You can see how powerful are the pure devotees of the Lord, how saintly they are, and they can turn even a polluted place into a place of pilgrimage simply by their presence. Why? Because they carry the Lord in their heart. Mother Ganga, when Kali Yuga was coming, she was concerned. She said, so many sinful people will come to bathe in my waters in order to get purified, and I will be burdened with all their sins. And so the Lord reassured her. He said, don't worry. All these holy people will come and bathe in your waters, and they will purify you. So you don't have to worry. You will not carry that burden. So you see, even Mother Ganga was worried, and the Lord assured her, pure devotees will come, they will bathe in your waters, everything is okay. You see how powerful are the pure devotees of the Lord?
Yes,
Very nice.
yes.
Thank you. Thank you for reading, Veronica. We must thank Amrita Nam for inspiring this particular verse.
This is all your knowledge that we are benefiting. By the way, I'm making a banana walnut cake for my Gaurnita, and then I'm going to offer it to you as well.
Haribol! We will enjoy it virtually. After Gaurnita, I have it.
Horrible.
Very good. Yes, we are blessed by the best. You know, Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj said, we are blessed by the best, and we are going to do all we can to help everyone pass the test. That means helping one another. We are all come together for what? Why have we become a God family? Because when I am down, when I am faltering, when I am slipping, I am falling, I need somebody, right hand, left hand, to hold me, pick me up and say, come on, get back to your feet, right? That is the whole purpose of being a God family. We help one another. All of us may not be doing good all the time. Some of us may need help when it comes to chanting, when it comes to following regulative principles, when it comes to reading, when it comes to regulation. So we must reach out to our God family and request some help from our mentors, of course, because we are all connected to our mentors, and get help like that. But we can also reach out to our God brothers and sisters and say, please pray for me. I'm going through a rough time. I'm not able to chant nicely. I'm faltering too much, like this. So we are all meant to be one family. Prabhupada said, our society is like one big family where there is love and trust. Isn't that beautiful? You'll never get this in the outside world where it is just exploit and exploit. Bas. So we are very, very lucky. We have a wonderful Gurudev. We have a wonderful God family. And we don't have to feel any fear. We can feel safe and secure.
Yes, Mataji, thank you so much. This verse is very nice. Today, you reminded us about the Grihastha duties and also the importance of sadhu coming to our house. And yeah, thank you so much, Mataji. Such a nice class and nice discussion.
Thank you all so very much. If there are no more questions, no more comments, then
Yeah, today is our dear Sridevi Mataji's birthday. Everyone, please wish her. And Mataji, you should always be healthy and happy and always inspire us through your classes. And we love you so much. We'll be
that
there.
is so
Hare Krishna and
sweet.
happy
I'll be there
birthday to
whenever you
you.
need me.
Happy
Thank
Krishna
you.
Krishna conscious birthday,
Actually,
Mataji.
Srimati,
Hare Krishna.
Mataji.
Birthday.
my birthday is not important. What we should remember is ISKCON's birthday. You know what? I share birthday with ISKCON. Srila Prabhupada started ISKCON 13th July 1966. So we should remember ISKCON's birthday. My birthday is not important. That's how I see it. I feel now I must celebrate ISKCON's birthday. I must do something for ISKCON because I was born with the same date.
Great, Mataji. Yeah.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Mataji, Dandavat Pranam,
Thank you
all
very
goes
much
to
for
Srila
coming.
Prabhupada and Gurudev, and all goes to Guru Maharaj. Yes, Mataji, we will remember as ISKCON's birthday, but as a for me, I'll speak like I still remember, I call like in
Adaka.
Telugu, like,
Yeah,
I call Pedaka, yes, my big sister. So I'm so fortunate that we got to have this family and we got to know each other because of mercy of Guru Maharaj, and we can't forget that. So we still remember the ISKCON's birthday, Mataji, but today is a special birthday, so don't deny that. Okay, let us celebrate that. And as Mataji, I think Amrita Mataji said, all the cake is being baked out there. So yeah, we will also try to celebrate that. Okay, and we wish you a very, very happy and long, healthy, Krishna conscious life, and and please guide us and help us like this, try to do whatever small things we are trying to do to Guru Maharaj, and guide us in that path, and and take us along with you. Hare Krishna.
Oh, you are doing very nicely, Prabhu. You and Srimati are shining examples of following Guru Maharaj very nicely in Grihast Ashram. I was just telling that to Srimati. I saw you dancing with Gurudev in Farmington, and I said, wow, this is
Mataji, Rasa Vilasini Mataji just said she's having separation because of that 1 week in Farmington Hills. We can understand, Mataji. We were there 4 days, and devotees out there for having a Guru Maharaj association for almost a week. And now Guru Maharaj left Toronto. I can understand the separation Mataji was talking about. It's unbelievable. The devotee association there and Guru Maharaj being there,
Yeah.
every day kirtan, 2 hours of kirtan and dancing, unbelievable. It was like.
Yes. So you are going to lead the way and guide these young grihasthas by being exemplary grihasthas, both of you together doing
Mataji,
very
I'm still very young, Mataji. Don't make me old. Okay, I'm looking up to you. Okay.
Okay. All right. Sorry, I didn't mean to make you feel old. But I wanted to say you are now become senior grihasthas. You have to guide all of us.
No,
I'm
Mataji.
not senior, honestly. I'm just old. I have a lot of gray hair. That's all.
Yes.
But I am not senior by any means. I also have a lot of unknowns that I have to overcome. I'm also struggling with regulation. I'm also struggling to chant my rounds, read properly, do seva. I'm also struggling like everyone else. So I cannot
But still,
claim seniority or
we will look up to that struggle, Mataji, because our struggle even better than that struggle. So, whatever you say, we're gonna still look up to that. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Once
if you
again,
say so.
very, very happy Krishna conscious birthday, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, little bro. Thank you very
Krishna,
much for
thank you
your
very
love
much for
and
today.
affection.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you,
Hare
Sharda.
Krishna, Hari Bol.
Thank you very
Thank you
much.
so much,
Hari Bol.
Mataji.
Thank you very much, Vidya.
And Prasita and Rasavilasiti and Shri Krishna Chaitanya and Veronica and Srimati. My humble
Jai Baba
obeisance
Mataji.
to all of you. Thank you for your
Hari
wishes
Bol.
and blessings.